Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm about to go into Aldi and do all my grocery shopping for the week. This week's going to be different. I'm going to do about 14 freezer meals, so I should have enough breakfasts and dinners for about 10 days, and I'm excited to share those recipes with you pretty soon. However, they're not going to be at the end of this video. This is just going to be the shopping trip. I'm going to talk about what I'm going to make for those freezer meals, what I'm going to be picking up here at the store, and what I already have in my pantry, fridge, and freezer. So if you're following along, you can kind of see what kind of list you might need to make. So let's get in there and get started. Here is my list, and I've got quite a few things here, but I am making 14 meals. So I've got my bags, my quarter, let's get in there. So I'm walking down the value aisle, and this is not something on my list for freezer meals, but they have all of this stuffing, cornbread stuffing, and herb stuffing. It's 29 cents each. I am gonna go ahead and get a couple of bags, and they also have the gluten-free options for 39 cents. That is crazy. You gotta take advantage of some of these things because they don't expire till 2025. So the first thing I want to look at is eggs and milk, as usual. So the eggs are going up still, $2.78 per dozen. Oh my gosh, ugh, those prices. Okay, so I need 3 dozen of those today. Next, it looks like they have our favorite milk bag, $3.79 for the organic 2%, so that's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get 2 of those today. Okay, so I just noticed that these cage-free eggs over here are $2.58 a dozen, so this is cheaper. I'm gonna go ahead and get these instead. And that is why I always check the other kinds of eggs, because sometimes they do that. Actually, let me get 1 more dozen for good measure. $10 in eggs right there. Next, I'll get 1 32-ounce container of plain non-fat Greek yogurt for $3.49. They do have the whole milk too, so just depending on whichever you want to get. Next, I need to get 3 blocks of cream cheese. I might actually get 4. They're $1.39 each, so great prices. I'm gonna grab some from the back here. Next, I'll get some unsalted butter here, just a pound for $3.69. I have some pork sausage in my freezer, but they have really great prices here. $2.29 for the hot or Italian, and then the regular is $2.49. So really great prices on the pound of pork sausage. Next, let's take a look at the chicken deals. I know they had drumsticks that were 69 cents a pound, so I'm going to do a freezer meal with that. Just some kind of marinated chicken drumstick. I'm not sure if I'm going to put veggies in it or not. If you have a suggestion and you've made that before, I never have, so please let me know in the comments what I should add. So I'm going to get this container here. It's 4.68 pounds at 69 cents a pound. And I'm also going to pick up some chicken breasts. These are $2.39 a pound. I'm getting 4.5 pounds, so it's about $11 or so for this. Next, I'm looking for cheese. I'm going to get 2 pounds of sharp cheddar for $3.79 each here. Grab some from the back. There we go. And now I'm looking for pepper jack. Okay, so here's the pepper jack. It's $2.89 for 12 ounces. And I don't see it down here. All I see is the Colby Jack, but I do want the pepper jack for a little bit of spice. And this I'm going to be using in my chicken and pepper jack taquitos. You can use any cheese that you like. Monterey Jack works really good too, depending on how spicy you like it. That's the freezer meal that I'm going to make. That's probably my most popular one. I'll put the link too in case you want to see it ahead of time. I might want to make a double batch, so I'm just going to get 1 more. And the cheese is good until May, so it won't even go bad if I don't use it. Next, I'm going to look for some tortillas. I'm going to check the price on the enchilada sauce and then get some spices. Oh, and pasta sauce. I wanted to check on that. I have a ton of tomatoes in my freezer, but I don't know that I want to take the time yet to make the pasta sauce from scratch. They have a really good organic pasta sauce that we love. It's only $2.19 for the 24-ounce container, and they have just so many options here. These ones are really good too. We've had those. Those are only $2.19, and they have a really inexpensive one down here for $1.65 too. Okay, so I'm going to opt for the organic tomato basil for $2.19 today. And you can save these jars. Some of them even have the measurements on the side after you take the label off. I don't think this one does. But this one here, this one definitely has the measurements on the side, you can see. So you can just wash it and keep it as a new measuring cup for yourself. I'm gonna go ahead and get 1 of the marinara sauce too. So for the tortillas, I found this flour tortilla. It's only 6.4 cents per ounce, $3.39 for 24 count of tortillas. So I'm just gonna get 2 of these today. Next, I need some dried parsley. So just get this for 99 cents. And their enchilada sauce is not a bad price, $1.85, but I am just gonna go ahead and make it myself because I can spend about 80 cents to do that. Next, I need some lentils. They are on sale for 99 cents. So I'm just gonna get a couple bags of the green lentils. I have actually never tried the green split pea lentils, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a bag and let me know what I'm supposed to do with this one, what y'all cook with this, so I can get a few ideas so I can give it a try. And next, I'm gonna get 1 can of crushed tomatoes for $1.55. Then I'll pick up 1 can of Great Northern beans for 79 cents a can. However, if you're trying to be really budget friendly, it's better to pick these up dry and just make them from scratch. It doesn't take more than a couple of hours. Really easy. I do have a recipe that I can link down below if you want to take a look at that. This has been a breakfast staple for me. I love it. It's only $2.75, and this is just for me. My kids don't eat this. My husband doesn't usually eat it, so it's just something for me as a quick thing, so I actually eat in the morning. Not part of the freezer meals, obviously. And again, every time I see these here, I get them because they're my absolute favorite, and they're not always in stock. I am still keeping my eye out. They have like an everything season chip. When that comes out, we're definitely gonna buy it. And it's actually not too bad too. There's not like a bunch of ingredients in all these chips. Let's see, it's just potatoes, vegetable oil, and salt. So very simple, and they're very addicting. These are my favorite. If you haven't tried them, pick some up. I'm sorry ahead of time if you end up buying them all the time after that. I'm gonna be bad and get 2 today. Then I do need Dijon mustard for $1.39 today. Next, I need onions. So the prices are similar. This one is a lot cheaper, $1.87 for 3 pounds here. This is $1.89 for 2 pounds. But I'm just gonna look at quality because sometimes I have to end up throwing away more than necessary because they're not good anymore, because they're probably really old onions. Most onions in the grocery store are super old. So let me take a look and see which one we'll get. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go for the yellow onions, $1.87 for 3 pounds here today. Next, I will get some garlic for $1.77 for a 3-pack here. Avocados are only 59 cents. I'm just gonna get 1 or 2 today. They're really nice and ripe, so I can eat them today if I want to. My daughter requested pizza for this Friday, so I'm gonna go ahead and get one of their take and bakes here. You can freeze it if it's still kind of frozen. There's $7.19 for 16 inches. They do have a cheese also for $6.15, and then just the Supreme here for $7.99, so it's a really good deal. See, this one's kind of frosty still, so this is the one I'm gonna get. We're not gonna make it for a couple days. Raspberries look really good today. I'm gonna go ahead and get some for $2.59 each. Spinach is only 75 cents today, so I have to get one of these at that price. I could even just throw this right in the freezer in the bag, and it is really great just like that, either in smoothies or if I'm cooking it. Oh my goodness, what a deal. Next, I'll need some bell peppers. I'm using a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some of the multicolored and some of the green today. Green bell peppers are $2.15. Let's get one of those. And the multicolored are $2.79. I also have some in my freezer. I grew them in my garden, and I just threw them in the freezer just like this. So instead of throwing them away when they're gonna go bad, before they go bad, throw them in the freezer, and then you can just thaw them out in about 5 minutes and use them in cooking. These cosmic apples are on sale for $2 for 2 pounds today. That's a really good price. Might get some of those too. Okay, I'm gonna skip the apples and just get another one of these. And for the last fruit, I'm gonna get some bananas for 49 cents a pound. Somebody said they don't like the ALDI ones because they're green. We actually like them green, so it's perfect. I like them somewhere in between green and yellow, kind of like this one. And last but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and get a can of pumpkin. It's great for baking, so I like to have one of these on hand pretty much all the time in the pantry. All right, we've got a full cart. Let's go see what the total is. Today we spent $112.57, and again, I'm going to be making about 14 freezer meals, and I also got a pizza and a few things to freeze too separate. I'll have all those freezer meals for you in just a couple of weeks. I should be working on them this week, and then I should be able to edit them and then do the voiceover and get it up for you. So if you have not put that little bell on for notifications, please do so. And if you're new here and you haven't subscribed, be sure to do that. And if you enjoyed this shopping trip with me, please give me a thumbs up. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.